All right, guys, welcome to another episode of the Social Agents Podcast. Today we have an amazing guest, Cory. What's going on, man?
How you doing, Robert?
I'm
Justin?
doing great, man. I'm
Yes,
doing
sir.
great. Not as good as you. You look great, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was here last time for one of your social media classes, and last week, and it was freezing in here. So I figured I won't be comfortable. I don't want to feel like I'm rushed. I'm gonna put a jumpsuit on.
Yeah,
There you go.
You can rock it better than anyone that I know, man.
And I'll tell you what, I got in the car. I was coming down, stopped the car, turned back around, went back in my house, and looked at myself again. And said, "Is this how you want to show up?
Good.
You want to do the suit, or you want to go cash? Let's hit him with some realness. These guys are the most realest guys I know. I'm sure they're not going to mind a little realness. So
No, yeah,
here
I appreciate that.
Out of my job.
Yeah, I love how you can switch it up like just a drop of a dime, man. Like last week we see you in the suit, right? So
That's it.
last Thursday we were here.
That's it.
Now we're here on a Tuesday, less than a week. Well, less than a week, and you're in a jumpsuit, man. I absolutely love it, brother.
That's it. Comfortable, depending on my days, based on my outfits, but feel good, look good, do good, right? That's kind of been the motto my whole life, right? When you put on a certain outfit, something clicks up here, and you just become business.
Yeah.
Or you put something like this on, and you're casual Kelly. You're just like, not today, phone's off, leave me alone. So,
Justin still has to learn that. Yeah.
He instituted a dress code because of me sometimes.
Yeah.
So like no hoodies, sweats, because I would just roll in.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm down to business, but
Right.
just doesn't.
No
doesn't-
Crocs, Justin.
I would work out. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he's working on it.
in the actual office.
Yeah, in the office.
Right.
So yeah, I mean you're a guest, so you can do
Right.
whatever you
Yeah.
want, man.
Right.
But we did do that. Reyes was showing up in a tank top, and but they just
Straight
want
from the gym.
they just want to help
Straight
people,
from the
man.
gym.
They're just ready
That's
to
it.
help people
That's
on the
it.
phone.
That's
So
it.
that's what we do. But I appreciate you coming on, man. Quick 30 seconds about you. I know you didn't want to talk about you, but I'm gonna make you talk
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit about you.
Yeah.
30 seconds about who you are, maybe, and what do you do?
My name's Cory Nastazio, professional BMX athlete. I've been riding bikes for, 35 years. And X Games gold medal, X Games silver, a couple overall championships, TV shows, video games. I've had a really, really fun, amazing life up until this point today.
And now you're here with us, bro. Man.
Up until today. No, I'm just kidding. And I'm 45 years old, and I'm kind of picking a different career path. And it's been interesting. I'm in real estate now, getting to meet people like yourselves, and I'm loving it. So thanks for having me today. And I can't wait to chop it up. And I found you guys from Instagram. Your presence is insane. You guys are hardworking. There's a thing that I ride dirt jumps, so we have to take a shovel and we have to build the jumps with the shovel.
Really?
And some of these kids will try to show up without a shovel.
Oh
And that's
gosh.
not how it works.
Yeah.
Etiquette, right? You want to be one of us, you got to work as hard as us. So I see that in your guys' business, and it was easy for me to relate to you guys and how you run your business, because everybody's all hands on deck, and you guys are relentless and always on it, and I can respect that. So
Yeah.
that's what I was drawn to you guys, and just wanted to get to know you, and having the privilege to work with you has been a dream come true. So you're making my new job, with the group of people I'm associating with, couldn't be better.
I love it, man. And you reached out to us on Instagram, and that's where it's at right now, man. We work really hard on IG, right? Like Instagram, TikTok. That's what we do. That's how we get our business. Mm-hmm. So for you to continue to take advantage of that, right? Not like you're taking advantage of the fact that you have a platform and you're able to reach out to people. Mm-hmm. And I just appreciate the persistence from you. Mm-hmm. Going back to working hard. I think people who work hard and who are persistent enjoy somebody else who's persistent.
100%.
Like, it's never going to be like,
it's
oh,
respect.
man. It is 100%, man. And, we do all these videos and they look nice and people think that that's all we do is videos, but we work really hard, man.
And the good thing about it is, you guys are working really hard. And when you look at it, you're like, well, what are they working so hard for? the bonus or the good news is, well, these guys are genuine. Like when I'm working with the shovel building jumps, it's for me to have fun on when I'm done. You guys are actually working so hard to bring dreams to ordinary people and make their life, set their life up, you know, with a house and an investment and start them off. And you're passionate about it. So it's like, you know, you put this work in and then the reward is for them. It's not even for you.
Yeah.
And so that's been different for me to understand, you know, putting all this work out, not for me, not for my benefit, for somebody else. But as I get older, I have kids, I have a family, you know, it's all coming full circle. It's all coming together where I'm like, this is who I am now too. Like I want to do this work, but I want somebody else. I want this to be for somebody else.
Yeah.
And I see that in you guys, and you guys have families, and you guys have things that your wives and kids want you to be and do at, and you guys are literally on Instagram 7 days a week, 10 different showings.
Yeah.
You know, and that's for somebody. That's from a stranger you might have just met. You know, and your passion for that. I see good people in you, and I just want to be surrounded in this industry around good people. First and foremost. So.
Yeah, I love that, man. There's one of the things Reyes and I always talk about in here is like we respect the game. Like we're in here and we're dedicated, and when we do see people in here that maybe don't have the same work ethic, and there's that disconnect. But when we get around people who do have that work ethic, and we just get it, and we click, and it's like you respect the game, I respect the game. We want to work, we want to go at it. Like let us just do what we do, and we love
you guys
that.
set the pace. You guys set the pace for people that didn't know that they could be like. Have your mindset that is a thing.
Yeah.
And it is cool, and I do want to spend my energy and my focus there. So you could be, I'm new, like I've only been in the game for a year and a half, but like I was drawn to you. There's something about it, and it's something that a lot of these other agents I deal with don't have, you know. And so, like I said, I just want to connect myself in this industry, kind of picking who I want to work with based on like who they really are and what their intentions are. And yeah, your social media platform gives you that opportunity to kind of show people, hey, this is me, this is what we do, and it's genuine.
Yeah.
And that's great, man. Life is short. Shit's messed up out there in the world, and we need more love. We need more real shit.
Yeah.
And I just want to surround myself around that.
I love that, man.
Especially at 45 years old.
Yeah. I mean, you still got a ton of time to go in this game, and being a year and a half. What like drew you to the real estate game, man?
My wife.
Okay.
I'll be 100% honest. I was picking a bunch after BMX. My salaries kind of got, you know, deducted, and I was competing against 22-year-old kids. I could still do double backflips, double front flip. I could still do all the craziest tricks right now, but the money isn't there to kind of, you know, if I break my neck, which my best friend has broken his neck, he's paralyzed from the neck down. I have another guys that have, you know, they're mentally they're not the same. They've hit their heads, and they're just different people. Yeah. And so I've been very lucky, and I was milking it. You know, I just wanted to be me. It's who I am. It's what I do. It's what I'm good at. But there's nothing in return. And now I have a family that depends on me. And so my wife said, you know, what are you doing? And I was, like I said, I was working some shitty jobs just to like make ends meet, and just I was kind of confused. And then my wife said, you know, why don't you work with me? And I was like, okay. Well, they hired me. I have neck tattoos. I have tattoos all over. Kind of not. I don't really fit the script, but if they'll hire me, I'll try it. I'll try anything. And the thing is, for anybody that's watching this, I've learned that you can do anything. You can do anything you want, even if you feel like you'll never be good at that. It's not true. You got to apply yourself. You got to pick one thing and do that only, and do it full board, and you'll be the best at it.
Yeah.
Don't dabble here, dabble there. What do they say? They say you could be a jack of all trades, but a master at nothing. Yeah. And that's been my, you know, I've lived by that since day one. Like my friends are all good at soccer, surfing, skate. They're kind of expert at everything, but they're not a pro at one. Yeah. And I was always like, this is what I'm doing, and I'm not doing anything else. You want to go snowboarding, Cory? Nope. You want to go? Nope. Everything was no, and I just ride. And that's why I was able to be the best, you know, in the world. Yeah. At one point in my career. And so that's the same strategy I'm taking into real estate. Even though it's kind of silly, I'm not an agent, which I will be soon. Yeah. Because now I know how to be an agent. I mean, I build agents. I build their plans. I know how to get listings. So like I'm in it, and I've learned fast because I'm a diehard, and I'm just obsessed.
I love that.
But so one day I just want to build this. Like I said, pick this thing, be good at it, put some money aside, and then, you know, have some time to train and get my real estate license, and then maybe join your team.
That's right. That's right.
So
we're out here doing it, man.
You know, so that's the goal. But it's been great. My wife put me on. The Fidelity hired me, and they didn't give me any kind of book or nothing to say this is how it works. This is where you start. They just said you're hired. Go
get business.
Had my girl, and I just copied and pasted her strategy. She's really good in the company, and I'm really proud of her. Thanks, honey. But awesome. Nicole Panatoni, my wife. But she's really good, and so I just cut the line. Like, you know, if you're at Disneyland, you're in the back of the line. That was like me in Tidal. And then my wife said, and just cut me right to the front. Before you know what, I'm on the ride. Whee! So it's been great. Pass. It's been great. Other than that, I would be struggling and probably not like it, you know, because I'd be figuring out what worked and what didn't and wasted maybe 2 or 3 years until I was where I'm at today. But yeah, all the love to my wife for putting me on. And now I'm just want to see, can I beat my wife? Can I make more money than her? I'm going to make more money than you, babe. Because she makes good money.
Yeah, I bet.
And she's up there in the company. And so I'm like this little rugrat, right? The new guy. And I'm like, I'm not the new guy. I am the new guy, but I will have a trophy in my hand.
Good.
In 2 years.
Good.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's the goal. But that's how you got to look at life for everything. Your
Yeah.
family, you as a father, you as a husband, your career. You got to go all in. And I was saying to you, Justin, earlier, like for you to be 24, just getting married, which is gonna be great for you because you're already an old soul, it looks like, and you're work driven. And so the wife is just gonna lock that in. You're not going out. You're not partying with your wife. You ain't doing shit. All you're gonna do is work and come home to mama.
Yep.
And that'll be good for your career. And you're getting a head start because I made a lot of mistakes. You know, a lot of money, a lot of fame, parties being pulled around, and I wasted a lot of time. I wouldn't change my life for nothing.
Yeah.
No regrets. But like my son's 18. I say to him, man, he's 18. He wants to make money, and I'm like, man, this is great. Like these younger kids, this generation, they're not really wanting to party and waste time. Like if you see Havasu's dead, what is this concert coming up? It's a concert.
Coachella.
Coachella's coming up. Like, they're not sold out anymore.
Yeah.
People aren't really interested in like blowing it.
No, man.
It's too expensive in California.
Yeah.
If you want a nice car, you want a nice house, you want your shit together, you gotta start young and now and have that mindset, and you will be living on the water or having a 10-acre estate out in the IE with a bunch of cattle and horses like you're on Yellowstone. You know, but and that's it. So, you know, I respect you as 24 with your mindset, and you're a great leader. I feel like a lot of your people that work with you, you know, you guys are all on the same program. You guys all Reyes. I mean, he's a killer.
He is, man.
And I love you now that you're exercising a little bit. So it just broke it up a little bit because you were just like showing, just work. And I'm like, wow. And then I'm like, take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Breathe. Regroup.
Yeah, you have to, man.
Exercise, and then you know reset.
Yeah, I got in the gym today, man, and it's something that I've been practicing more of is just like my eating is still not really there, but I'm getting in the gym and I'm moving weight and I'm feeling better. Like, hey, I went in yesterday, I was in there today, and I'm planning on being on there tomorrow. Even if it's taken away from my work time, like now that we've built what we've built with the team, I'm able to do that now, right?
Cool. That makes sense.
But I'm the same way, man. Like. And Justin's literally the same way. Like we're like cut from the same cloth where we just get so hyper focused on something and it's like we're gonna attain it, right?
Yeah.
So I know Justin, one of his goals right now is to get team MVP. Now he has some catching up to do because Eddie has he's holding out to that spot right now.
Wait, Eddie went to Cabo, didn't he? Yeah. He gave you 3 days. You gotta get it in while he's gone.
He just got married, bro. So he's been out for like the last 2 weeks.
You got some catching up to do.
Yeah,
you guys are battling.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so it's good to see that, right? Because same thing with me when I first got into real estate, and I've talked about this before. I just wrote in my journal every single day that I wanted to be Rookie of the Year at our office, which I was with Remax at the time. And that's all I talked about. And that's all I said. And I wrote it down over and over. And in 2018, I was Rookie of the Year at this huge office that I was at.
Would you say that's manifesting?
Yeah, it is. I would say I'm careful with the word manifesting.
Yeah, because you're not thinking about it. You're actually doing both.
Yeah. Yeah. But I like to see it in a way where it's like I just become really intentional about something.
Right.
And you call it what you want, right? Like you can call it manifesting, whatever, but I was intentional. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get it done. As long as, you know, I'm being the man that I'm supposed to be, taking care of stuff at home, family, church, all that good stuff. This is gonna be a huge win for us.
Yeah.
And it was.
And your wife supported you.
Oh yeah. That's
huge.
Oh man. All of this is, you know, a lot of this is because of what my wife has sacrificed for us. And she's home with the kids right now, and I don't know how she does it because she went out to a women's retreat with our church for 3 days, and I was trying to get out as much help as I could with the kids because I was like, my goodness.
Nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, like they don't stop.
Yeah.
And she does
How
it every day. One's about to be 2, and the other one's going to be 4.
Okay.
So
you're
4
in
and
it.
2. Yeah.
You're in it, like, careful, like, don't fall off the stairs, don't go outside the front house, don't walk in the street. Like, you got to be on.
Yeah, you have to, man. So
And if anything happens on your watch, you are in so much trouble.
yeah, I was like, all right, can we go over to your grandparents? How many times can you go to your grandparents?
Right.
Let's go to the other grandparents now.
Right. Throw them in the car, take a tour. You know,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
working, but they're in the car.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. They're crying in the back.
Oh yeah,
Like,
they're losing it. We're in the drive-through, and
Look
it
at
took a
the
little bit
guy.
longer. Like we're in Ono, and my goodness, man,
Yeah.
they were losing it,
Yeah.
and I was about to lose it myself. So
Yeah. Cool, your girl's solid, yep. And
Yeah.
that helps.
100%.
It's everything. Yeah.
Yeah, Justin, he's got lucky too because his wife now works kind of late, so he's able to be in here and work late too.
Cool.
Yeah, it's all we do. We
Cool.
just
I mean,
work.
It's up to us, really, even though my wife put me on, but like, I took care of her for years. So it's nice to get some love back. But, you know, it really takes her to be strong there, and then so you can make it for them. Without you, if you're not happy with you and what you're doing, then you're not going to make them happy, and that's obvious. That shit's not a secret. But like, if you're grounded and you're working and you can take care of the family as a man, and she lets you do that, no questions asked, then shit gets done, and you can be the best at your game. So it does take a partnership, and if you're single and you don't have a wife and you're a killer, God bless you, because distractions are everywhere, right?
Oh yeah.
As a man, you're just chasing.
Yeah.
And it comes in between of like business.
Yeah, it does. So. That's something we even talk about. Like, we want people that come in that are locked in. They're either in a committed relationship or that's something that they're kind of thinking about, but not like, hey, I'm out looking to pick up girls on at the bar. Like, we don't party.
Right.
Like, I don't party. Justin, you never catch us at a party. We'll get to like networking and stuff like that. And but like past like 7 o'clock, like you're not gonna see me anywhere.
Yeah.
Right. I'm home.
Right.
And that's just what we've done. So when people come in to interview with us, I let them know who we are. We don't party. We don't drink. Like I'm completely sober.
Yeah.
So like if that's what you're looking for, because I know a lot of office they operate like that, right? They like to go out, hang out, party, and it's like that's not here.
And let me just jump in real quick. And that means everything in your job, in your job, who you are and what you do. Because if I have, and everything in California is super expensive. So if I was saying this earlier, if I had $3 million that I worked my ass off for,
Yeah.
it's going to take the right person I'm going to trust with like my money and finding me a house that makes sense and it's going to be a good turnout in the end. And I don't want that guy to party. I don't even want him to drink.
Yeah.
Don't drink, don't smoke, don't do shit. And if you don't, we're already on the right path.
Yeah.
And I'll hand you $3 million. I can trust you.
Yeah.
And that's huge. And I'm not saying, because I used to party, and I don't drink, I don't party at all. I just can't. I just can't.
Yeah.
Mentally, physically, I'm not that guy. But you're gonna be in the best situation ever based on the right choices that you make, and the team you have, from your wife to your your boys and your mindset.
Yeah.
And like I said, I saw all that from a million miles away based off your personality and your social media, and that's why I'm here today.
Good. I love it, man.
And Riverside, the IE, Chino, Temecula, Menifee, you guys are all IE, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we cover most of SoCal, but what we're getting is a lot of people coming from like LA County, San Diego.
Coming this way?
Yeah, OC, and they're coming inland, and it's a little bit of dumb luck, I think, too. Just being right place, right time, marketing in the right place, that we're able to capitalize on that, right? And we've been able to do that.
It's happened before.
Yeah, and it's happening like big time right now.
Again.
Yeah, because like Justin, he used to live in the OC, right, to about 7 days ago or something, or like 5 days ago.
Yeah.
And now where do you live?
Live in Chino Hills.
Chino Hills.
Chino
But
Hills.
that's because that's where our business is at, right?
Well, and you get a hell of a lot more for your money.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
So if I made $3 million, worked my ass off for it, I want every dollar of that to go to get me every dollar of bit of worth.
Yeah, 3 million. I mean, you get whatever you want out here.
Yeah. We were talking earlier, you know, everybody has in their head the picture of like the $1 million home, and you see the meme going around like $1 million in Seattle, in Washington, in Oregon, in the middle of nowhere in Idaho or something, and the different kind of houses you can get with that price. But if you look at $1 million home in you know, LA County, Orange County, like you're a normal house. You're a 4-bedroom, 2,000 square feet.
That's it.
If that.
Yeah, if that, you know, especially parts of LA. Whereas you can come out to the IE, especially Riverside, you know, deeper in the Inland Empire, and you can actually get what you think is $1 million home.
And the equity is going up just as high as down by the beach.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The race for the money to go up as far as equity. California is just the best place to be. I got a lot of professional athletes in Australia, England, out of the country. Well, they're all making $1 million. They're top 3 in the world. But they want to be in California, just the same reason why I'm here. I'm originally from Florida, and I saw a video of at Huntington Beach, these guys on bikes with these trails called Sheep Hills, and it was right by Huntington Beach, on Main Street, right there. And I was like, who are these cool dudes? Like, this is life. Like, the sun's always out. The sun's always blue. Like, this is where I need to be as an athlete. So I jumped in a car, came down here, slept on a couch for about a year, a couple buddies, kind of roasted, rode. You know, got sponsors, a little bit of money started coming in, and then before you know it, right place, right time, boom, never went back to Florida.
Yeah.
My mom out here, my sister, we're all out here now because this is the best place in the world. It's expensive, but, you know, you got to be a hard worker. If you're a hard worker, you deserve to live here. If you're not really working hard, then you're probably don't belong here.
Yeah.
You know, like the people like, California people are spoiled. They're not. They're hard workers. They have good educations. Yeah. They dedicated their lives to being able to live in the best place in the world. But besides that, like Riverside, the IE in general, you're going to make a lot of money if you buy a house here. And the key is, and this is the mistakes that I made, is to keep the place. Here's the deal. I had a S500 Mercedes Lamborghini doors. I had a Ford Expedition that came out on bags with 12, 15. I had a build wall with all these amps. I had all these sponsors. It was crazy. And my road was paved. I had a beautiful house, but about a block of it turned into dirt. And my car's up.
Oh,
I
man.
kept getting them detailed, and I'd come home, and just that little path right before my gate just dusted me out.
Oh,
my armor
God.
all would get all muddy. I'm like, so I sold the house, and I made $80,000. And back then, $80,000 sitting in a house for 2 years was kind of a great come up.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was a little slower then, but I was like, Mom, look, I'm gonna sell the house. I'm gonna make $80,000. And she was like, that's great, but you should probably keep it. And I was like, this dirt road, it's killing my cars. So let's buy something else in Corona. So I sold it, made $80,000. That house I bought for $240,000 on an acre, maybe 3,000 square foot. Pretty modern, I guess, for those times. Beautiful place. Put a ramp, my jumps, big parties. Ripley's, believe it or not, I had a bunch of TV shows out there.
That's
a bunch
insane.
of pros. It was a compound. But the dirt road killed me. I had to sell it. That house is worth $1.8 million right now. Dang. And that was 15 years ago. So if I would have just sat, been patient, and not a little asshole about the dirt road, I would be loaded.
Yeah.
From my first buy. So my advice is to anybody out there, when you do buy in the IE, even if it's dusty, just stay there. Ride it out, because you will be a millionaire based off of equity in the IE. And you're going to live in a beautiful, big, get your money's worth type of place.
Yeah.
Even
the areas like Menifee, Winchester, we're seeing it right now. Like, if you're holding on there, you're going to be fine. One of our clients just sold in Winchester, and they weren't there very long and walked away with about $200K for 5 years of living somewhere.
That's the Menifee was nothing. It was like Riverside and then like Temecula, and then everything from Riverside to Temecula wasn't even on the map. Nobody even, and now it's everything for your buck.
Yeah.
The neighborhoods are going up. These houses are being built. People are like, well, I guess it's not that bad if I can get this for that. It's all changing.
Yeah.
And it's all flat and it's all beautiful and it should be what it is. But it's just interesting to watch that happen. You know, nobody gave a shit about being out there.
Yeah.
They're out there. Now it's like, oh, please.
Yeah, when people love working from home, right? Like we're getting a ton of people who work from home, a ton of people who are good with the relocation. Like sometimes it just basically comes down to affordability, right? You can buy a $800,000 home in Pasadena, and it's a 2-bedroom, 700 square foot home, you know, on a 3,500 square foot lot. Well, 800,000 in Menifee. I mean,
Get you a 4,000 square foot house.
4,000 square foot.
You're at the
house.
top of the hill. You got a swimming
Instagram
pool
in the driveway. Beautiful day today. Just want to show the house.
Yeah.
A couple cars in the driveway.
Yeah.
And that's California. I mean, dude, we are so bougie if you're a California resident because we don't really know any better. Let's just say, like my wife, for instance, she's from Marietta, but she only knows Cali, and she can pick out, like, she can make fun of like this town or that town. But if she only knew, if you lived in Arizona, even Utah, I mean, they're all beautiful too, but like I'm just saying, it's not California.
Yeah, of course.
If you're just 45 minutes from the water in California, you are in the best place. You know, you made it.
Yeah.
Like for your family, your wife, for yourself, like that's the goal. You see New York City in the city, if you like the busyness, or coastal California. I mean, it's like there or here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm staying in Cali, man. Even with all the taxes and politicians.
It's just what you pay. It's the price of
living here.
here.
You know what you want. You know you want to get outside. Every day you can go outside. You can show home.
Yeah.
You can work. Same with me. I can ride BMX. I can dig. I can throw a party and know that it's not going to get canceled in California. There's so much security in like lifestyle, whereas if other places don't have that.
Yeah.
The winters, they have to deal with every kind of season. Here we're just let's go.
I'm gonna have to go to one of these Cory parties, man.
Hey, they end at 7, so you'll be fine. They end at 7. They start at 4 and they end at 7.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey,
I'm in bed by 8:30.
You don't have to go home, but you gotta get the heck out.
I'm in bed by 8:30.
I like what he's actually going back to what you said about like look good. You know, you're looking good, and I've always had a saying growing up is like you look good, you play good, they pay good, right? I don't know why I just thought of that right now, and I thought about you guys, the way you guys look, the energy you have. Where does that come from, man? Like, because I know most people that probably be like, this guy is like, his energy is like probably like up here. I'm like right here. So how do you deal with that in business, bro? You know, like
I love your honesty, man. I love your honesty, and that's great. What the thing is, and this isn't answering your question, but this is what I was thinking about when I was taking a pee. The goal is to help people.
Yeah.
And you guys helping people, but we have to make a living. We have to feed our families.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's obvious that we all got to get up in the morning and figure out how we're going to pay the bills. Well, what better than to do something by like helping people genuinely, and then going to bed at night going, man, that family, that little girl, they were so happy, like, and I got them the best deal, and you're just before you go close your eyes at night, that's the last thing you think of, and then you could go to sleep happy, right? You're just like, man, what a great day, and you have a good feeling, and that's what it's all about. Because life is short, and you don't want to work a job. You get home, you're like, fuck, what job? Fuck, negative. Like you can actually put in the work and then feel like you did your job. And you made somebody happy, and that's the best feeling in the world. So you guys are really good at that. And me being new, kind of watching everybody and how they run their business and kind of who they are, dissecting everything to kind of figure out how I want to be in this industry. That's it. I want to help people, and I want to know that I was able to help you get that to get him that. And we're all in this. And at the end of the day, we're making money because we have to take care of our families. But what a better way to do it when we're just helping people, Yeah. And I wish I had a mentor when I was making a shitload of money, just say, hey, and this is what I was going to talk to you guys about. Like, yeah, you guys are the scouters. Yes, you guys are out finding the homes. Yes, you guys are, finding the numbers, doing the math, getting somebody where they need to be, and getting, looking out for their best interest. But like, what is it for you? Like what? How do you guys see yourself like 10 years from now? Let's just say.
Yeah. I mean, for me, That is actually a really tough question. For me, I won't be selling homes in 10 years.
No?
I can tell you that. It's not that I don't have the passion to sell homes anymore. My passion is with the people who are in real estate, just kind of like what you do, right? Like, I know you like to give back and invest into the people who are doing this business. And that's where I'm at right now. I know Justin, he's in a different phase of his business right now. He helps out, and he generally loves helping these people get into homes. Right. I'm kind of past that already.
Are you?
Yeah, I love doing it, and I continue to do it. But now my job is these guys, and these guys helping people make dreams come true.
Mentor, and that's what I wish I would have had. Exactly.
Yeah, and that's where I'm at. So in 10 years, who knows, man? Maybe we're helping, a couple thousand families a year. For me, it's gotten to the point where it's like, how can we just do more, right? And we want to be able to help more families, because we know there's a lot of agents out there that are not great agents. And it's not to talk down on anybody, but if they're going to do something, they might as well do it with us, because we're going to be the best to help them.
So, with that said, is there something you could do different than everybody else, as far as like, I'm 22, I make $1 million a year, and I need you to set me up in real estate? And are you going to show me a plan?
Yeah, I personally probably wouldn't, but I'll get you with one of our agents who can.
But I don't want your agents. I want you.
Yeah, that's tough. I don't know if you'll get me.
Ring, ring, no.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it's just the expertise, like being there. Like, it's not really my focus, right? Now, if you got $1 million and you want to go buy a home personally to start building something out, yeah, I'll help you. And you
Would
want
Justin help me?
Yes, Justin will help you.
24 years old, I'm 45, I have $1 million. I need you to tell me where you're going to take my money, how you're going to make this make sense, and then how you're going to help me build from there.
Yeah, I could do that. And
Right.
I would like, that's, I don't like just one person buying a house and that's it. I like, hey, what's the actual plan? Like, what is the end game here? Mm-hmm. And you might not be able to jump to the end game right now. That's fine. But like, how are we actually wanting to get there? Like, that's exciting to me, because it's actually, you're building something. You're not just buying a one-off house and be done with it.
Right.
You're having a plan. So like, that's what actually I think was one of my biggest motivators to get into real estate, was like, what are we building towards? Real estate is an amazing vehicle to build an amazing life.
Right.
So that's what I like.
And that's why I bought a house, because I didn't really care about buying a house at 22 to get furniture and to be planning. I was 22, but I knew that real estate was going to make me money later. Yeah. So I played that part then. Yeah. I made some mistakes because I didn't have a guy like you I could lean on, or you, and say, hey, I'm 22, I'm a little squirrely. I know this is going to make money 2 years from now. I'm going to make this much money in equity, let's just say, rough estimate. And then you see me pulling that money out and buying something bigger, maybe splitting it up in 2 different investments. Yeah. I'm taking your word for it because I trust you, because you don't party.
Yeah.
You're humble.
Yeah.
And you love your fucking job.
Yeah.
So I'm good with you, but just give me that plan. And I think that with all my professional athlete friends that are coming from England and Australia and this and that, when I set them up with you for the IE, because this is the place mountain bikers, BMXers, and motocrossers want to live. And the sport's not going anywhere. It's just getting bigger and better. But this is the sought out land. Here's where they're coming. And they've already came. It's filled with Aussies and English people to Temecula to IE. So, but they come in with a bunch of money. But they're young and they're stunt guys. So they're got half a brain. So they need somebody that's a little educated and got a plan. And if I had that, which I feel you could be, then I would be a millionaire and not working anymore, on vacation right now. And I don't know if that's something you would want to do, but it's this not being done.
Yeah, and I think it's just of getting them to the right person. So like for us, we do have people on the team that can do that for them, right? And we have people that are lenders that are going to lead them in the right direction, like David, Oscar, Cole, and they're like, hey man, put some money here, invest in this. And like, we do have options for those type of people who even want to invest, right? We have we've partnered up with Cash Flow California, and they do ADUs, and that's what they do. So if you're coming with $1 million and you're like, hey, I'm cool living in the main house, but I want to segment this part of the house for an ADU, I want to convert the garage. Hey, great, you have $1 million, we can do that for you, right? And then live there for a little bit, refinance out of that, get into the next home, right? Now that your dream home, but now you have cash flow coming in from that home that you turned into a triplex, which was a single family home. Can you do that? all day long.
There we go.
Right? And these guys just do it over and over and over.
So you trust in your team. You're in good hands.
Exactly.
I know what you're looking for. There you go.
Yeah. So I got my buddy, right? He's a doctor. He makes, I don't know, $500K a year.
Okay.
Works for Kaiser. Does a great job. And he's with one of our agents. He's buying a home. He's going to turn into a triplex with cash flow, California. But this is just investment purpose only, right? I'm not messing with it too much. But again, I'm leading people in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
I get somebody who calls me, jumps on the phone with me right now. Hey, I'm looking for this type of home, $750,000. Great. I'm going to get you with Justin. Right? Hey, Justin, this person's looking for $750,000 home. Hey, great. I'm going to get you with Michael DeLeon. Right? And I'm getting in with the right people because they have that either personality or I know that Justin knows Menifee, Lake Elsinore, Winchester, those areas really, really well. I'm going to send him with Justin.
Cool. Love it. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But so then, like, because I'm from the outside looking in, like, for you. Like, 'cause I found you first.
Yeah.
And then I got all the guys. But there's just something about you. And no one can replace that.
Yeah, it's tough.
And if you ever want to step back, you know, I think it would be missed.
Yeah.
And I think you should really think about that because here's the thing, like you say I have energy, I have this good energy. And the thing is, like, you know, in my world, I'm famous, right? Everybody knows me in my BMX world, but nobody knows me in this world, you know.
Yeah.
Well, and so I just want to be humble. I want to be good people, and I want to do good shit, and that'll make me, you know, known for that.
Yeah.
At this point, and it's easy to work with. You're easy to talk to. You know, and I tell people this when they get like a new rapper. I got this rapper on Instagram. All these Spotify rappers, these sad boy rappers, I love them. They love me. We're best friends. I've never met them in person yet. This is crazy, right? The world Instagram, but but I got all these friends, and they're really authentic, and they're really raw, and I see them getting famous. They still love me, but I see them getting famous, and I see them almost transitioning into somebody else.
Yeah.
Mindset and wardrobe.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
Yeah.
Stay you. Stay original. That's the ticket. TV stars. They start off with a small part. Nobody knows them. Killer Netflix show. Now they're the shit. Breaking Bad. I don't know if you saw that show.
Oh yeah.
Breaking Bad. You know the dude on it, the kid.
Yeah.
Right?
Jesse.
Jesse.
I don't know his real name. But.
So let's just say nobody knew who the hell he was.
Yeah.
By the end of that show, everybody's looking. Where's he going next? What's he doing? Blew up.
Yeah.
He's ghost. Like, he's not really catered. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he's on, I don't know.
Yeah.
But my point is, I just see people go from who they are and build that fame from their genuineness to being somebody else.
Yeah.
And that's a mistake.
Yeah.
Stay original. Stay you. Even if you're coming to $3 million, don't change your outfit.
Yeah.
Don't cut the hair. Stop.
The mullet's gone, brother.
You're onto something. It's working.
Yeah.
Don't change it.
Yeah.
And that's the same for me. You know, I'm not going to change who I am in this business. I'm still going to be personal. I'm still going to be a nice guy. I'm still going to show up. I'm still going to do what I say. I'm still going to work my ass off.
Yeah.
I'm never going to change that because once I do that, I'm not who you think I am. And that's not that's not how I want to be, portrayed as. So if anybody's out there listening to this podcast, I would just say, be you, stay you. If it's working, don't change it. Work your ass up, and only good things will come. And to all because I'm gonna let all my kind of people that follow me know, check this podcast out. If you're interested in real estate, motocross, BMX, mountain bike, these are your guys, new builds. Robert, Justin, Reyes, my boys. They will find you the absolute dream home. And my only advice is to, once you get in it, hang on to it. Minus the, whether it's a dirt road, or make sure you got the Ford F-150 Raptor moving into the dirt. Don't get a Mercedes, and hold on to that property. And I promise you will be a millionaire even 10 years from now by buying a piece of real estate in the IE. Most sought after place in the universe. Reason why I came from Florida. And I moved a little bit. My wife made me go to Oceanside. I'm more of an IE guy. I want dirt. I want to shoot the gun out back. I want to do some redneck stuff. I want to cut the grass with a lawnmower. I don't want to be over by the beach. But my wife, happy life, she got me over there. I got to do what I got to do. But my heart's here.
I love that. So, well, I think that's a great way to close it out, man. Any finishing words, Justin?
No, I appreciate you coming on, Cory. Sharing some of that insight, it's definitely going to be helpful. Mm-hmm. We appreciate you supporting us through the way.
You guys are real, man, and that's why I'm here.
I appreciate the love, man.
Appreciate that.
Well, guys, you guys know what to do. Like, subscribe. Cory, where can they find you if they need to find you for any reason?
You can't.
He's gone. All right, guys. SoCal Cedeno out.